So we are back again with yet another Anker MagSafe battery pack. Look, Anker is on the roll with making these things. I'm not sure why they make so many, but you know I saw that they made a new one, so I had to go out there and buy it for myself to be one of the first on YouTube to talk about it. And today we are looking at the all-new Anker 321. All right, this is the countdown Anker, as I call it. Look, I don't know how Anker is doing their numbering when it comes to their MagSafe battery packs. I mean, you got the 622, you got the 621, you got the 633. I don't know how they do their naming convention. They're probably calling my toddler up and saying, yo, point some numbers out, and that's the numbering convention for our next MagSafe battery pack. Something like that, man. But let's go ahead and talk about it, and let's see if it can go ahead and beat out the best, which is almost the people's champ out there, the Anker 622, the updated version. This is the V2 version. I did a video about this a couple weeks ago. Can it beat out this? Because it is cheaper, all right? Smaller, cheaper, lighter than this. Yep, it doesn't have all the feature sets, but it does have a little feature that I think some people may find beneficial. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. This is going to be standard protocol, all right? It's not going to be a big boy. This is going to be 5,000 milliamp hours. Now, I have to say this. I hate that I have to say this because I don't know why it's still a thing. And I look at the comments and I look at the reviews of these battery packs over on Amazon, and people still give these 5,000 milliamp hours. They give them 1 stars because it doesn't charge their phone from 0 to 100. Look, even though this battery pack, any of the ones out there on the market, has more milliamp hours than your actual phone, it's not going to charge it up 100%. You got to factor in a little bit of discharge, energy draw from the actual battery pack when it's charging. So it's not going to give you that full 100% capacity that you're looking for. If you're looking for that, go ahead and get you a 10,000 milliamp hour one. Anker 633, that's going to be the best and one of my favorite out there. So no, it's not going to get your phone from 0 to 100, but it does pretty good for the size and performance. Now, taking a look at it, one thing that you will know right offhand if you are a fan of any of the other Anker MagSafe battery packs is the build quality. This is going to be the cheapest one, sitting at 31 bucks, which I feel like it is an amazing price. But when you pick this up, you will notice that this one does feel a lot more plasticky, if that's a word. It feels a lot more cheap when you were talking about it in your hand. So yes, it is the cheaper one, but it also feels the cheapest when you were talking about handling it. But I feel like it does just fine. It doesn't hinder the performance or anything like that. Everything seems very well. Now, looking at the design of it, on the top side, you're going to have this matte type surface. Now, with that matte surface, I'm already getting a few little scratches and different things up here, and I haven't owned this thing probably for more than a week. So once again, there's a few cons that comes with the cheaper material, all right? So you're going to get that matte black front right there. You're going to get the Anker kind of etched, the Anker logo. And this is kind of one thing that caught my attention. I think that's like a little smooth little look right there. So you says Anker down here. Now right here is going to be the power button, which is very different than your normal Anker MagSafe battery packs. Sometimes they have them right here on the bottom, like this one has on the bottom. We got the 622. They have theirs on the bottom side as well. If you can see it right, yeah, come on, autofocus, work with me, on the bottom side there. And then the 633 has theirs like on the bottom right there. So this one, they decided to switch it up a little bit and actually put it on the middle. So when you press the button, it actually lights up in a little semicircle. You're going to get your LED dots letting you know what the charge percentage of your MagSafe battery pack. So a little bit different. Button feels nice and tactile, but it does feel a little bit plasticky as well. Flipping it over on the MagSafe side, you're going to get that magnet. You're going to get also that alignment magnet. We also have to make account of the alignment magnet as well. And on the bottom, you're just going to get one USB Type-C. Now, I don't know what this is rated as when we are talking about charging. I think I have one of those cables that plug in and show you what it's going to be. I can't find it anywhere. This isn't even sold on the Anker's website, and I don't see the information on Amazon. So I'm going to assume that the port is going to be charging for the price point. I'm assuming it's going to be 15 watts. I'll see if I can verify for you and let you know in the comment section down below. And on the outside, it's basically going to be a high gloss finish all around with no additional ports onto it. Now, when it comes to the actual size, this thing is small, all right? Now, let's go ahead and compare it to the Apple MagSafe battery pack. Now, we all know this is probably one of the smallest battery packs out there on the market, but when you put it up against that, I mean, you can see it is smaller than the Apple MagSafe battery pack. So not only is this the cheapest, not only is this a cheaper fitting one, it's the lightest of the crew as well. So let's go ahead and bring our scale over here and let's go ahead and weigh it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be the lightest of them all. Sitting at grams, we're looking at 122 grams for the Anker 321. And for example, let's go ahead and bring the 621 over. We're looking at 133 grams. Let's bring the 622 over. We're looking at 150 grams for that one. And just for giggles, let's bring the 633, which is going to be a heavier one anyway, because this is 10,000. This is going to be 219. All right, so it's going to be a little bit of a chunky boy. And let's just go ahead and weigh the Apple MagSafe battery pack in comparison as well. We're looking at 114 grams, so not as light as this, but it is very, very light. And I feel like someone who likes to carry these battery packs around, you want something light. You want something that if you lose, you're not going to be completely mad about it. I think this right here could be a good option. Now, let's go ahead and talk about performance, because we know that's the one thing that kind of plagues Anker MagSafe battery packs. Now, with me, I always like to do it 0 to 100 when I'm not using my device, so you can really see what the performance is that you get out of it. 0 through 100, charging up via MagSafe, just plugging it up just like this on my phone and letting it charge. I was able to get from 0% to about 73%. And that's kind of standard protocol when it comes to 5,000 milliamp hours. Now, when I plugged it in, and now when you talk about, T, what does plug in mean? That's when I go from the actual battery pack itself, plugging it in to the actual phone itself. This actually got my phone from about 0% to around 78-ish%. So it's never a big discrepancy between the two when you're charging via plugged in or wireless, but it does make a little bit of difference, and it does give you a tiny bit of more juice. But most of the time, we don't really want to do it like this unless it's like a 10,000 milliamp hours where you can charge up to 100%. Most of the time when I like using these MagSafe battery packs, I like using them exactly for what it is, just like that. And as you can see, as soon as you slap it on, it does begin charging. This also does support pass-through charging, which is also a great thing to see when it comes to a cheaper version of a MagSafe battery pack. Now, one feature that I think a lot of people would like, and you know, when it comes to Anker, man, heat management is one thing that we have to talk about. But this one has something new that is called negative charging coefficient that checks the temperature of the battery pack 7,200 times, I think, within an hour. So Anker is starting to know that their products get a little warm when they charge, and now they have added this NTC technology that kind of checks the temperature as it's charging. And it's safe to say that me charging via MagSafe, me charging via plugged in, this thing didn't even give me a hint of becoming hot. All right, this is probably one of the coolest running Anker MagSafe battery packs that's out there right now, and I'm impressed. And I'm glad that Anker is starting to realize that, yo, our stuff gets a little damn hot, and we need to know how to cool this down, because people are starting to realize it too. And I think they did a very good job with it when it comes to the Anker 321. So overall, man, I think it's a solid battery pack. It's super small, still gives you that performance of something very similar to the 622, to the 621. In being that 5,000 milliamp hours, yes, these are going to be a better quality, but guess what? These are going to be more expensive, about 10, some 20 bucks more expensive. You can go out there and get this for $31.99, 32 bucks. And sometimes when I bought it, I had a coupon that I could clip, and I got this for like $28. And in my opinion, this is an absolute steal for what you're getting. All right. Yes, it is going to be a little bit of a cheaper material, but it still delivers the same bang for your buck. Yes, I feel like it will show a little bit more wear and tear than what you're normally used to with this rubbery finish, but I feel like these things are utilities. They aren't meant to be pretty. These things are meant to provide a charge, and that's exactly what this thing does. And it's not skimping out on any feature. Yes, it doesn't have a stand like your 622 does. It doesn't offer you a kickstand if that's something that you're into. But if you don't care about any of that and you just need something to provide some charge, you need it to slide in your pocket, you need something to be as light as possible, go out there and get it, man. The Anker 321, I feel like it's a great deal and a great buy for just giving you what you need it for. So this also comes in like 5 different colors. You got black, white, blue, pink, purple. You have like 5 or 6 different colors that you can choose from. That's also great. I love the way Anker does their colors. So you can head over to the link down below. You can grab yourself up one and go ahead and check it out. And this is basically going to join the Anker family. All right. You got the 321, you got the 621, you got the 622, and you have the 633. So maybe I might do a video kind of overviewing all of the battery packs in their own individual use case scenario. But if you want to go ahead and review one of the most popular ones the Anker has to offer, which is going to be the Anker 622, I'll be sure to pin that video right there above.